Welcome back. So mutual fund stocks are up and about this morning. You'd wonder why. This is at a time when the regulator has overhauled the mutual fund regulations. It has decided to unbundle the total expense ratio. As we've been telling you right from the morning, now that total expense ratio will have a base expense ratio. It'll have the statutory fees and taxes, and then it'll have the brokerage fee. And all of this has to be transparently shared with the end investor. So what does this mean for the mutual fund industry? What does it mean for brokers? Because the brokerage cap has been lowered. It's not been lowered as much as what SEBI was proposing, but it's still come down to 6 basis points. So what does it mean for market participants and for investors? Well, to take this forward, we have with us Amisha Vora, Chairperson and Managing Director at PL Capital, and Mr. DP Singh, Deputy Managing Director and Joint CEO at SBI Mutual Fund. Thank you very much for joining in, Amisha and Mr. Singh. Let me start with you, DP sir. So all mutual fund stocks are excited, because, and I checked the fine print as well, in October, they were going to reduce this base expense ratio by as much as 15 basis points, which would have been, hurting a lot of the big funds. But finally, they've reduced it by only 10 basis points. What is your take on the regulations announced yesterday?
No, I think they have started with 15 basis point, and this after the second and third grade, they have made it 10 basis point. That is generally so when we all discussed, and when we said that the levies are not 15 basis point, but 9 to 10 basis point. And I'll give all the credit to the regulator to understand the math, and they did it the way it should have been, and that's a very good thing. We are thankful to the regulator for that.
But Mr. Singh, this 5 basis points that was being levied in lieu of exit loads, that also goes away. So won't profitability, overall mutual fund profitability, won't it be impacted?
It will be impacted, but I think the volumes will make up for this. This will be impacted. 5 basis point on 40 lakh crore market is almost 2,000 crore. I mean, it's a big amount. But thing is overall dispersed among the various fund houses. But I think the market moving up and the volumes will make up for that. That's a minor thing. But why you are saying these stocks are up? Because there was a fear that it will be much more bad. But a lot of transparency has been brought in, and I think the impact is minimal. Impact is not very high.
Okay. All right. So you don't expect too much of an impact on profitability. Yeah. Saying maybe volumes will make up for the few basis points that have been shaved off. Got that point. Now let's dive into that contentious broking fee debate, right? Amisha, let me come to you. See, earlier, up until now, if Mr. Singh was, paying brokerage fee or basically fee for research, it could be excluding the statutory levies and taxes. It could have been 8.59 basis points. Now it can only be as much as 6 basis points. How big a hit is this for brokers?
See, I'm so happy that Mr. Singh is here on this dais. And I would request the largest mutual fund and then all the other mutual funds that when SEBI has approved at least 6 basis points, they should pay 6 basis points.
So what were they paying overall, Amisha? In principle, what was the brokerage fee that was being given? Earlier, the headline cap was 12 basis points, including taxes. But what was the industry practice? You tell us, the inside numbers.
So sir is also here. And some of these large mutual funds, I guess, were paying between 4 and 5 bips. But the rest of the people used to still pay 9 bips, 10 bips. So if everybody pays 6 bips, then I think the institutional broking industry will not be very badly impacted. And one of the reasons SEBI considered this, and I believe, and took it out from base expense ratio and kept brokerage, is also because they understand the need for extra coverage that the broking industry need to put up as so many new IPOs are coming. If you see the number of not only large cap increasing, but mid and small cap increasing, and how really coverage brings volumes for these stocks, I think that there are many aspects even the mutual fund industry should consider. And we are the takers as of now in the markets. But if they stick to this 6 basis points because it is outside BER, then I think industry will not be at such a big loss.
But that's going to be a tall ask, Amisha, no? Because if the large fund houses were anyway paying 4-5 basis points, I don't see how they'll increase that to 6. And their argument, I'm sure Mr. Singh's argument is going to be on volumes. Because he's giving a lot of business to any broker. So therefore, lower fee.
No, my point is, how does it save for them? Because it is outside of BER. So even if they save on this 1 bips or 2 bips, how is it going to increase their profitability? If maybe my knowledge is not complete, but this is my question.
Mr. Singh, on to you. Let's hear from you on this whole brokerage fee issue.
No, Amisha, I appreciate your point of view, but we understand that the way our economy is going, the way our industry is going, we all are working for the unit holders. Neither for ourselves, nor for the brokers, nor for the distributors. We are here for the unit holders. So we have to create value for unit holders, and we have to stay afoot. And we all are not charitable organizations. We have to make money also. But I think the point well taken. And I think the whole both on the mutual fund side and both on the brokerage side, the impact is there. But impact is, yes, we welcome the thought process of the regulator, and the unit holders have to actually take benefit out of it, the whole process, and they stand benefited. And I think with the more volume, the more we are at a sweet spot, more and more volumes will come, and we all will stay afloat. We are not going to down. That's my call.
But sir, DP sir, the issue here is what is the direction that the regulator is taking? Now, brokerage has been brought down from 8.5 basis points to, let's say, 6. Now, we don't know what it is going to be tomorrow. So, directionally, will the larger mutual fund houses start thinking of setting up bigger, say, in-house research teams? Is that the direction that we are going in? Because at the end of the day, I mean, good research is the lifeblood of active fund management, whether you do it in-house or whether you get it done through a broker. So, which direction are we heading in?
So, it's very, very essential. The research team, in any case, is the essential part of it. It's not that we are outsourcing everything. We have a very strong research team. We'll further strengthen it. But talking about the regulator, the thought process is very clear. They wanted to bring in more transparency. They wanted to bring in that everybody should know levies are not static, whereas the expense ratios are static. So today the GST is one percentage. Tomorrow it could be different. So it has to remain outside. Both on the brokerage side as well as on this side, it's a very right thought process. So we know what we are charging base rate and what are the brokerage rates. I think that this will make up over the period of time. And as I said, I'm repeating, the way markets are, the way our economy is, the way capital markets are growing, I think we'll always stay afloat and with the profitable numbers.
Wonderful to have that optimism. Amisha, let me get the last word in from you. For the broking industry, this has been a year filled with twists and turns, right? And we still haven't heard the last on the whole options and what is happening, one product per week or two or one per fortnight. So on the F&O side, I think we're still all holding our breath in terms of what is the finality. And then obviously you have this lower brokerage fee from mutual funds. Now it's a reality. So for the broking business, what will 2026 bring in store? And I mean, as someone running the business, what will you have to do to ensure that profitability remains on track?
So, of course, each individual broking house will make their own strategies to gain market share, because when the yields come down, market share gain is one strategy which everybody will try to work on. But I feel that the need to cover more stocks, the need to cover more IPOs is not going to reduce. And it will take about a year or two for the broking industry to, particularly if I say institutional broking industry, to adjust to this brokerage rates and still continue to invest in the business, because the investments in terms of compliance, technology, and more coverage is increasing by the day. So definitely it will have some impact, and it will take little time before we really neutralize this impact.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for sharing those candid views. Both Mr. Singh and Amisha, thank you for joining in. And in case we don't speak till the end of the year, wish both of you a very, very happy 2026. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Surabhi. Thanks a lot.
Okay.